welcome back to the book club. Today's conversation is still The Success Principles by Jack Canfield. Now, today we are going to look at principle number 18, which says reject rejection. Alright, so let's ride into it and see what's up. Alright, my book has seen better days. Alright, it starts with a quote from Al.G. Graves, which says, "We keep going back, stronger, not weaker, because we will not allow rejection to beat us down. It will only strengthen our resolve. To be successful, there is no other way." Let's get into it. If you're going to be successful, you're going to need to learn how to deal with rejection. Rejection is a natural part of life. You get rejected when you aren't picked for the team. Don't get the part in the play. Don't get elected. Don't get into the college or graduate school of your choice. Don't get the job or the promotion you wanted. Don't get the raise you wanted. Don't get the appointment you requested. Don't get the date you asked for. Don't get the permission you requested or get fired. You get rejected when your manuscript is rejected. Your proposal is turned down. Your new product idea is passed over. Your fundraising request is ignored. Your design concept is not accepted. Your application for membership is denied. Or your offering of marriage is not accepted. Rejection is a myth. To get over rejection, you have to realize that rejection is really a myth. It doesn't really exist. It is simply a concept that you hold in your head. Think about it. If you ask Patty to have dinner with you and she says no, you didn't have anyone to eat dinner with before you asked her, and you don't have anyone to eat dinner with after you asked her. The situation didn't get worse. It stayed the same. It only gets worse if you go inside and tell yourself something extra like, "See, Mom was right. No one will ever like me. I am the slug of the universe." If you apply to Harvard for graduate school and you don't get in, you weren't in Harvard before you applied, and you're not in Harvard after you applied. Again, your life didn't get worse. It stayed the same. You haven't really lost anything. And think about this, you have spent your whole life not going to Harvard. You know how to handle that. The truth is, you never have anything to lose by asking. And because there is something to possibly gain, by all means, ask. SW, 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 a subtitle. Whenever you ask anyone for anything, remember the following: SW, 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 which stands for some will, some won't, so what? Someone is waiting. Some will, some won't, so what? Someone is waiting. Some people are going to say yes, and some are going to say no. So what? Out there, somewhere, someone is waiting for you and for your ideas. It is simply a numbers game. You have to keep asking until you get a yes. The yes is out there waiting. As my partner, his partner, Mark Victor Hansen is fond of saying, what you want, wants you. You just have to hang in there long enough to eventually get a yes. Perfect. We'll stop it at there with the reading, and then here's my thought, on that. Especially the some will part. And it goes without saying, out there in the universe, there is an employer who would really, really use your skill. Maybe you just don't know who. There is a partner who will really, really be loyal and faithful to you and treat you nice. You just don't know who. There is just something that will click. There is this investor who will really, really find this idea of yours amazing. We just don't know who. So some people will, when you approach people, when you want to ask someone out on a date, when you want to ask for someone's contact, some will say yes, some will say no. So what? Don't take it personally. Don't take it as though it's an insult to your character. No, it's not. It's just like some will, some won't. So what? Someone is waiting. And for me, it's like the more time I'm spending brooding over this person who said no, the more time I'm wasting, from going to find the person who will say yes. And if I have a product, if I am selling something, if I am in business, there are these prospects who will say no, they don't want it. But the more time I'm spending with them means that I'm not spending time with the prospect I can help. So it goes all through, like in our health, in our careers, in our relationships, everywhere. Some people will say no, some people will say yes. So what? Someone is waiting. And so here's also the other perspective that was interesting for me. Like, rejection is a myth. Like when someone says no, I have this book, this is Marketing by Seth Godin, and someone comes to ask for it, and I'm like, no, I'm not giving you the book. Look, man, you didn't have the book. You still don't have the book, so nothing changed. Nothing changed. When you ask someone for money and they say no, you didn't have the money, you still don't have the money. What have you lost? Nothing. But by asking, there is a potential for gain. And that is why it's important we ask, which is another conversation also here, but it's important we reject rejection. When you ask for something and someone says no, no, you cannot be invited, no, you cannot be accepted here, no, I don't want whatever you're offering, just know that someone else will say yes. So it's up to you to get over it and then go find someone else who will find this thing valuable. Find someone who will find your love valuable. Find someone who will see your efforts in whatever you put in every single day and value it and pay you equally well. Find someone who is going to say yes to this project. Find someone who's going to be a committed partner to this business. This person may not want that, but someone else will. Some will, some won't. So what? Someone is waiting. Right now we have close to 8 billion people on planet Earth. Come on. Some will, some won't. So what? Someone's waiting. Thank you so much for spending some time with us at the book club. My name is Tom Charles, and if there is any book you'd like us to go through, a personal development, autobiography, hopefully we find short scripts that we can share during this segment and maybe add an opinion on top. Yeah, it's always a pleasure sharing. Till next time, live, love, laugh, and stay blessed. Just remember, some will, some won't, so what? Someone is waiting. Damn. While you're there heartbroken with someone who does not want you, someone is waiting for you. Go for them.